What's up, party people? It's Jeremy again, and I just kind of wanted to make a rambling video about Star Wars. I got Star Wars: The Old Republic up here going, and it's a free game. You can download it, play it for free, and so yeah, you can see I named my little character here Ryan Johnson Sucks, and that's going to factor into today's video. So. Okay, I'd like to just kind of ramble about what I would like to see in episode 9. Because let's face it, Ryan, you messed up episode 8. You messed it up bad. I mean, you were giving a gold mine inside of a platinum mine, and you somehow came out with crap. I don't know how you did it. I really don't. But somehow, Ryan, the turd burglar, he found a way. He found a way. By God, he found a way. So, I don't envy J.J. Abrams whatsoever. He has such a mess to clean up to try to give this trilogy any kind of cohesion whatsoever. Because he set up the world pretty good, but then, of course, Turd Burglar Johnson, he had to he had to ruin all of that. It's like he took all the cool ideas that JJ set up with Snoke, Rey and Luke, Kylo, and he just said, we don't need any of that. Let's give the fans something stupid. Let's give them just something ignorant, and let's be sure to force lots of politics down their throat. Because everybody knows you don't watch Star Wars for awesome space battles and the music. No, you watch Star Wars to have a political message crammed down your throat. Isn't that why you watch it? That's why I always watched it. I swear. So anyways, alright, we're going to find some missing students. It's interesting that this is a free MMO. You can download it, you can play it free all you want, and it has a more cohesive in canon Star Wars story than episode 8. So, like I said, if a free computer game can do Star Wars better than Ryan Johnson, you gotta feel for JJ. I mean, JJ, I think, did a good job on The Force Awakens. It wasn't perfect by any means, but it at least felt like a Star Wars movie. Alright, we got some Padawans here. Oh, this guy looks like he's seen better days. We got a Darth Maul looking guy here. Oh, hey there, baby. How you doing? Looks like I stumbled upon Jedi Knight Azalea Banks with her and her compadres. All right. So, anyways, let's talk about episode 9. What I would like to see happen. Now, I think episode 9, it's not going to be like the last movie. I think they're going to take some time. It's probably going to be a couple years, maybe even 5 or 10 years since episode 8. And I'd like to see maybe Rey has started her own order. You know, she's going to be the new Yoda, the new Luke. She's going to succeed where that white man Luke failed. Rey's going to come in and save us. I think that's how we're gonna. I think that's probably something along the lines of what they're gonna do. They already planted the seeds with Turd Burglar Johnson having Rose and Finn give the rebel ring to those, kids on the casino 1%er planet. That's what I call that. That's the 1%er planet, because they just had to force that message down your throat, and they're all war hungry, evil people. They help both sides, and God, just keep the politics out of it. Okay, JJ, let's definitely not go back there. So maybe some of those kids, Reyes hunted them up, maybe even built a new temple or something, and they're getting the new Jedi Order going. Meanwhile, on the other side, I'd like to see Kylo bring back the Knights of Ren, and maybe even expand them so we have more knights. Then, of course, you can have lots of cool lightsaber fights and battles between the Knights of Ren and the new Jedi Order. I would love to see something like that. It would feel like Star Wars. We would kind of give it a kind of a prequel feeling, except instead of there only being two Sith, we would have, this larger group, the Knights of Ren. And you can have as many Knights of Ren as you want. You could have, this huge epic lightsaber battle, and that you could actually have those two factions fighting all throughout the movie. Of course, it's going to end in a huge epic battle between Rey and Kylo. And, I think we all know Kylo's going to die. I don't see Kylo being brought back to the light side, especially since Leia's dead. And, unless they're going to do, like, CGI Leia teaming up with Rey and saying, Kylo, my son, come back. That's not going to happen. From what I've heard, they have some unused footage of Leia from episode 7 and 8, and I think they're going to kind of use some of that to have her death scene. So, honestly, they should have just done that in 8 when Kylo chickened out and his wingmen blew up the ship, and we wouldn't have had the Mary Poppins thing. And, it could have been sad. You could have had, an actual emotion. Because episode 8 and 7 too, they're just so sterile. There's no emotion. JJ, bring some emotion. Bring some passion into episode 9. That was what was so great about the original trilogy, was you had characters that you cared about. They suffered. They dealt with pain. They dealt with failure. They dealt with triumph and tragedy. And you felt for them. You felt like you were with them. The new trilogy, everything's just so sterile. It's so just clean. And nobody really goes through anything. Even when Han died, we see more tears and emotion out of Rey than what we've seen out of Leia and Chewie. And that's who you should have had. We should have had a scene where when Han died, Luke reacted. But I digress. I have a feeling I'd like to see, we got to get Luke back in there, even if it's just a blue glowy Force Ghost. I think that's kind of where we're going. I would love to see them expand that. We've seen light side users do the whole Force Ghost thing. Why not dark side users? Why can't Snoke show up to Kylo? Maybe in anger and yeah, I don't know. I think you could do a lot with a Snoke Ghost. Oh, hold on. Azalea Banks is sitting here looking at me. What's she doing? These? Okay, let's see. Is he okay? All right, there you go, Azalea. I think those guys are her backup dancers. Okay, so I'd like to see Finn maybe lead an assault on a planet somewhere against the New Order. Maybe, just a quick little callback to Return of the Jedi. And Lord, no, let's not have Porgs be the new Ewoks. We don't need any Ewoks or any Ewok-like creature. Let's just... Okay, here we go. You're going home now, or let's get revenge. I want to make an evil Jedi. I want my Jedi to be evil. He's a dark Jedi, maybe kind of a little bit of light side, a little bit of dark side, a little bit of chaos and everything. So, yeah, we're going to go evil. Yeah, look at that. I got an evil blue Papa Smurf Jedi. All right. Sorry about that, Azalea. We're going to be all right, darling. Don't worry about it. Alrighty. Yeah, like that. So, Finn can lead an assault, and, maybe Rose can kind of follow in her sister's footsteps, and she gives her life to stop the First Order. She's kind of following in her sister's footsteps, and it actually gives the audience a reason to care about her. They had her bungle and goof up so much in episode 8. I mean, I hate to say it because Kelly Marie Tran, she's a beautiful gal. Let's not pick on her in social media. Her character sucked, but she didn't have anything to do with that. I mean, she was given the script that Rian Johnson gave her. She had to do those lines. She had to do what she was told. But let's give her some interesting adventures in the new movie. Let's take the Jar Jar bungling away from her, and yeah, let her do some big heroic sacrifice. Um, that could give Finn and some of the other crew a reason to mourn her. And I said in the prequels they should have done that with Jar Jar. Jar Jar should have sacrificed himself. After him being this big goofy yuck guy, he I don't know, maybe he saved some younglings or something. They could have done something cool like that, and I'd like to see them go that route with Rose. I'd like to see some romance in this one. Maybe Rose builds a romance with Finn, or I'd actually kind of like to see a romance between Rey and Poe, because they're both great pilots. They're both skilled. They're both I don't know. I just think a Rey and Poe dynamic would work. Of course, it'll probably be Rey and Finn, but let's have Finn quit bumbling. Finn, for a trained stormtrooper, just does a lot of bumbling. He doesn't really act like a military guy. Even if he's kind of a rookie, you still think that he would kind of have some military sensibilities and mannerisms about him. Be a stronger character, a more powerful character. That's what I'd like to see out of Finn. That's why I'd like to see him lead, an assault against the First Order on some planet. I don't know. He has a brigade. He has a small army of rebels behind him, and he can use some of that military training to help guide the rebels to attack the New Order. That's what I'd like to see with him. The final battle between Rey and Kylo. I think we all know Kylo's going to die. He's not going to be saved. Rey's going to be victorious, and so I think we all know Kylo. He's a goner. He's going to die. But what I'd like to see is it not just be a clean-cut fight. I want to see Rey suffer. Can she lose an arm? Can she lose an arm and maybe a couple legs? I mean, that doesn't mean she has to die. They can put little robotic ones on her, and I don't know. I'd love to see Mara Jade. There's been rumors about Mara Jade from the novels coming into from the Thrawn series. That's where I know her from. It was from the Thrawn trilogy, which is a great series. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend. Mara Jade was like an assassin chick, and I guess later on in the books, I haven't read them, but apparently she kind of became a Jedi as well. Sure, let's get some Mara Jade in there. Why not? It gives you it gives you another Disney princess. Huh? Disney? You got a new princess? Cute redhead. Sell lots of toys, lots of books, lots of cool, Mara Jade shirts. I tell ya, gals would like it. And, even the hardcore male Star Wars fans, they'd love it too. Let's keep the politics out of it. Let's keep it action-packed. Let's get some emotion back into it. Let's get some feeling back into it. When I think back to the prequels, the biggest number one problem people have with the prequels, I think, is you don't really get a chance to get close with any of the characters because they all just seemed kind of flat. There really wasn't that much emotion, and they're talented actors and actresses. The script, it was just kind of sterile. It was just kind of flat. Give them some more emotion. Let me feel what they're feeling, kind of like how the original trilogy did, especially Empire. Empire put us on an emotional roller coaster. We had lots of drama. We had comedy. We had action, and it was done right. It was, like this perfect harmonization. Let's get some of that going. And really, that's what Star Wars want. Just give us the music, give us the drama and the feeling and the emotion. Let us get to know the characters and, feel like we're, there with them. Let's see some weakness out of Rey. Let's have Rey suffer a little bit. Let's have Rey laugh a little bit. Rey, her personality has just always been just so dry and, whatever, BB-8, okay, come on. And that's it, and Daisy's such a good actress. She deserves better. Give it to her. You know, and stay true to the source material. Don't crap all over the source material. That's why episode 8 underperformed. That's why Solo bombed. Disney, there is no reason Solo should have bombed. You had a gold mine there. You have one of the most popular characters in Star Wars. How can you bomb it that bad? You know, maybe you shouldn't have made that. Maybe you should have just done a cool, dark, grim, and gritty Boba Fett movie. I would have liked to see that. Maybe Boba Fett hunting down some Jedi. Maybe it takes place in the past or something. I could go for that. So okay, I don't think we're gonna see any Boba Fett types in episode 9. Lord, I hope not. Please don't bring Jabba back. We don't need Jabba or his offspring. He's dead, obviously. We don't need any Hutts. We don't need any Rancors. Just give us a cohesive story. Make the characters seem like real people and not these sterile robots. And certainly don't go the political cram down your throat message like Ryan Turd Burglar Johnson did. Just give us some good lightsaber fights. Star battles will be alright. Blow up a planet. I don't know. Go nuts. But just stick with what the fans like and we'll give you our money. I have lots of Star Wars shirts. We will give you our money. Just give us what we want. Listen to the fans. JJ, meet with some of the big Star Wars YouTubers. Meet with some of the guys who've made fan films. Wrote stories, their own personal little Star Wars adventures online. Get with some of those people. Listen to them. These guys and gals, they know what they're talking about. They know what we like. And they can give you some great feedback and some great ideas. And, yeah, let's do it, Disney. All right. Thanks for listening, party people. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd like to play some more Star Wars and maybe just kind of make a gameplay only video. I just kind of want to make a rambling video about what I'd like to see in episode 9, what I think they can do better, and what they definitely need to stay away from. So that's it for me, party people. Remember, it's Jeremy again, and as always, be good or be good at it.